Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I will administer the oath of office to re-elected board members Donald Sutphin, Marlene Grunder, and Jennifer Della Penta. Please repeat after me. I do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of New York, and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of the Office of Board of Education according to the best of my ability. The Board of Education will vote to appoint members to the offices of President and Vice President of the Board for the upcoming school year. May I have nominations for the office of President of the Board of Education?
I would like to nominate Donald Sutphin.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
Wow, that was loud.
Motion passed. Motion carried.
Very good.
I will now administer the oath of office to the President, Donald Sutphin. Please repeat after me. I do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of New York, and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of the office of Board of Education President according to the best of my ability. May I have nominations for the office of Vice President for the Board of Education?
I
I'd
nominate
also like to,
Jen Horschel.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried.
wow. Wow, you need to be the official gaveler.
Really official.
I will administer the oath of office to the Board Vice President. Please repeat after me. I do solemnly swear
I do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
of the office of Board of Education Vice President
of the Board of Education
according to the best of my abilities. The newly elected president of the Eden Board of Education will now preside.
Correct. Are there any requests to withdraw specific items from the consent agenda? A, that upon the recommendation of the superintendent, consensus items 4 through 8 be approved.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Same. Motion carries. Whoa.
Yep. There's more?
Yep.
Consent agenda? Are there any requests to withdraw specific items from this consent agenda? No. That upon the recommendation of the superintendent, consensus items be approved.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Abstained? Motion carried.
This is the approximate position and time that the board has designated to receive statements from individuals and groups. The board will review all statements, then respond appropriately at a future meeting. All persons in attendance are required to sign the attendance sheet, one person at a time, please, and designate their representation status, for example, a parent, teacher, bus driver, chamber of commerce, etc. There is a 2-minute time limit. Okay, we're gonna waive that. Well, let me tell you a story. All right. Moving on to new business. That upon the recommendation of the superintendent, the resignation of cafeteria monitor Emily Bauer be accepted effective June 30th, 2025.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstained? Motion carried.
That upon the recommendation of the superintendent, the resignation of senior clerk typist, transportation department, contingent upon appointment as senior clerk typist, business office, Sherilyn Stevens be accepted effective June 30th, 2025.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstained? Motion carried.
That upon the recommendation of the superintendent, the resignation of cleaner Stacy Pagan be accepted effective July 8th, 2025.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstained? Motion carried.
That upon the recommendation of the superintendent, the following be appointed as Board of Education liaison and subcommittee members. Liaisons, collective bargaining units, Don Sutphen. District Shared Decision-Making Team, Alan Silver. High School, Marlene Grunder. Middle School, Jen Della Penta. Elementary, Cheryl Carpenter, GLP and Elementary. ECASB, Jennifer Horschel. Voting Delegate, Jennifer Horschel. Legislative, Alan Silver. Budget and Finance. NYSSBA Voting Delegate, Jennifer Horschel. Subcommittees, Advocacy, Jennifer Horschel, Cheryl Carpenter, Alan Silver. Curriculum, Technology, Personalized Learning, Don Sutphen, Marlene Grunder, Jen Della Penna. Facilities, Capital Project, Don Sutphen, Jack Cudahy, Jen Della Penna. Finance and Audit, Don Sutphen, Alan Silver, Jack Cudahy. Policy, Jack Cudahy, Jennifer Horschel. SRO Committee, Marlene. PTA, Jen Della Penta.
Second.
Any discussion? Everybody kind of in agreement staying with what we've done?
Well, here, I'd like to talk a little bit. As you know, as many of you know, quite a few months ago, my wife died. And I've been with someone that I knew since 7th grade, and I'm not certain, what I'll be doing next year at this time. I would think by the middle of August, I would know that whether I was going to be living in Massachusetts or here. And I would give everybody notice. I wanted people to know that I, that I would let Jeff know and Don know by the middle of August, what my plans were. I didn't want to hold anybody up. It's been a difficult, 5 or 6 months. It's been very difficult. And it was nice to meet someone that I had known for many years, whose husband had died also. And recently I was there for almost 5 months and enjoyed myself. We had a good time. So I would know by the middle of August, what my plans were. I don't want to hold anyone up. I want to say I've really enjoyed being on the board for all this time. And I thought that, that I did the best I could and everybody else did. And, I'll give notice so everybody would know my plans. I think that's the right thing to do. I wouldn't just leave without giving notice to everyone. I want to say I enjoyed working with everybody. I don't remember ever having any arguments or anything, even any differences with anyone. I think the board is really terrific. I was surprised when no one at all contested our plans to do everything right, and it's been my honor to work with everybody.
Thanks for sharing that, Alan. We'll move as planned as of right now, and we'll cross the bridge down the road when if something comes up. So
Yeah, I'll let everybody know for sure, and especially you, Don and Jeff.
thank you.
Good for you, Ellen. Blessings.
Any other discussion in regards to the committee assignments for the year? And like I said, anybody, or in the past, we said anybody's allowed to come to any of the other committees. It's just when we have 4 at the committee, whoever's like not on that committee kind of needs to be silent, or you're just there to listen. But I mean, if you're interested in something and there's already 3 people on it, you can still attend and go from there. So, but any other discussion in regards to committee assignments? All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Any abstained? Motion carried.
That upon the recommendation of the superintendent, senior clerk typist Sherilyn Stevens be transferred to senior clerk typist business office and secretary to the assistant superintendent of finance and operations effective July 1st, 2025.
Second.
Any discussion?
Just a quick explanation. This is a position that we've actually left open for the last few years. It has been funded, but it has not been filled. Based on a number of things, including moving away from the CBO, which you're going to hear a little bit later in Frankie's report. It's prudent that we fill this position at that time, and we're lucky enough to have someone internal who has the past experience prior to when she was working in transportation to be the right fit. She has a lot of HR experience, which is exactly what we need as we dive deeper and deeper into the world of benefits.
Any other discussion?
Well, I want to say I came to make sure that I was here at the right time and the right date, and I saw it's unbelievable that they were taking the old air conditioner off the roof. Did that go well? I mean, that was a huge thing. I was.
We'll talk about that in a couple
Oh,
minutes.
that's okay. I'm
So
sorry.
let's stick with this.
Yeah, I didn't
position
mean
we're
to
filling.
interrupt.
No, it's okay.
I was amazed at
It
the
was
whole thing.
amazing.
All right, any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstained? Motion carried.
That upon the recommendation of the superintendent, the following be appointed for summer positions. Zachary Hammond, summer laborer, effective July 3rd, 2025, and ending August 29th, 2025.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstained? Motion carried.
That upon the recommendation of the superintendent, the extended school year appointments be amended from July 7th, 2025 through August 15th, 2025 to July 1st, 2025 through August 29th, 2025 for the following employees: Jennifer Carriero, psychologist; Antoinette Backert, psychologist.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstained? Motion carried.
That upon the recommendation of the superintendent, the 2025-2026 substitute rates be approved as follows: monitors, cleaners, and fitness centers, $16.50 per hour; teacher aides and bus attendants, $17 per hour; retired Eden monitors, cleaners, teacher aides, and bus attendants, $18.50 per hour; laborers and clerk typists, $17.50 per hour; retired Eden laborers, clerk typists, codas, and senior clerk typists, $19.50 per hour; custodian and technology substitutes, $19.50 per hour; retired Eden custodian, $21.50 per hour; maintenance mechanic, $20.50 per hour; retired maintenance mechanic, $22.50 per hour; Retired Eden maintenance mechanic with 10+ years of experience, $26 per hour. Bus drivers, $20.50 per hour. Nurses, RN, $23.50 per hour. OTs and PTs, $33.50 per hour. Retired Eden bus drivers, $22.50 per hour. Retired Eden bus drivers with 10+ years of service, $26 per hour. Retired Eden nurses with 10 years of service, $26 per hour. 19A trainers, $30.15 per hour. Uncertified substitute teachers, $155 per day. Certified substitute teachers, $165 per day. Retired Eden teachers, $175 per day. Extended leave substitute teachers, 21 to 89 days in the same position, $175 per day. And long-term substitutes of 90+ days in the same position as per ETA contract.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstained? Motion carried.
That upon the recommendation of the superintendent, the RG Timms Incorporated Municipal Advisor Agreement be approved.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstained? Motion carried.
That I skipped one. Thanks. That upon the recommendation of the superintendent, the following items be declared accessed and disposed of as the district deems appropriate. South Bend two-tier conduction oven, asset tag, that number. South Bend two-tier conduction oven, asset tag number, that number.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstained? Motion carried.
That upon the recommendation of the superintendent, a national grant award in the amount of $40,000 to join the National Fitness Campaign Community Wellness Initiative be accepted.
Second.
Any discussion?
Sure, this will look familiar to the board. You'll recall last year that we were attempting to find some funding to support the national campaign's installation of a fitness court out by the tennis courts in this building. We were not successful, so we had to sunset that relationship at that time. They have since created a new fundraising division within the National Fitness Campaign and reached out to us as a previous awardee to see if we were still interested in installing a fitness court. And the way this works is we are required to provide some local funds. And at this point, I told them the maximum that we could provide would be about $30,000. This is about a $260,000 project overall. They would be responsible for raising the remainder of those funds. And if they raise them, great, we move forward. If they don't, then we don't, and there's no cost to the district at this point. So I'm still trying, saying there's a chance.
What's the goal of this?
If you remember, Alan, the outdoor fitness court would be, it would be two-tier. There would be a wide open pad where you could do yoga classes or, stretching or whatever it is. And the other side would be weight-bearing exercises.
Any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstained? Motion carried.
That upon the recommendation of the superintendent, the Universal Cheerleaders Association overnight camp to Greeley, Pennsylvania, August 20th, 2025 through August 23rd, 2025 be approved.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstained? Motion carried.
Next, we have the business report.
Okay, so I think we had previously mentioned the transitioning in the business office, moving away from the CBO, which is Erie Two Boces, was assisting the business office here at Eden with our payroll processing. For the last few years, they were a great partner, but we did hire a payroll clerk in-house. We used the last 6 months since she has started in January as a transition period. Effective this week, actually, July 1st. This was our first payroll without the CBO. We did process it successfully, so that was great. We are officially transitioning away from the CBO services for this current school year. So
Thank-
What did CBO services mean that we're getting?
central business office. So it was assistance with the actual payroll processing from start to finish.
Was that any intertwining with BOCES or?
Yep, intertwined with Erie Two BOCES.
your-
Yep.
So now we don't have to do that at all
Correct. No, it's all in.
in the house. That's
Yep.
great.
Next, we have the superintendent's report.
Just a couple quick items. I just want to reflect for a second on a really wonderful graduation ceremony we had. Was that last week? It feels like it was a month ago, quite frankly. Just a great night all around. We had some excitement in the morning, as you're aware, and Mr. McDonough was not able to attend. Mr. Cervoni stepped in and delivered his speech admirably. I'm happy to share with you that Mr. McDonough has now been in my office twice the last couple of days, and he's on the mend and back to his regular routine and still being monitored to determine whatever the issues are. But it was a great ceremony. Students were fantastic. Again, a lot of really nice scholarships were awarded, and we appreciate our community partners that are willing to recognize our students and their excellence. So it's a wonderful night all around. The only other thing I have to talk about is what Mr. Silver brought up a second ago is we had a pretty unique event, and that we had an incredibly large crane right outside my office, and I know I shared some video with the board, taking a 9-ton air conditioning unit off of the building, swinging it around and setting it down like a teacup. It's just set it down so gently, and they reinstalled it today, and that's part of our repair of the Eden Elementary roof. We did get good news today from our insurance carrier that our overall number went up by an additional $30,000. And
They
that's
added that?
going well.
Wow.
Going well. Yeah.
Terrific, Jeff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw it. I couldn't
Super-
believe it. I
Or
had
super heavy. I didn't weigh it. I didn't get underneath it like the one gentleman did, but
Oh, God.
Yeah.
And what Jeff said, they laid it down like butter. It was like amazing.
yeah, it's pretty neat.
Now, and then they raised it back up after the roof was fixed,
Mhm.
and it's still working fine.
Well, I don't know that, but that's good. I'm not sure it's been hooked back up, but it's back where it belongs.
It was amazing. I never saw anything like that.
We pray it does as well as you brought it down to the ground. Student rep, what would you have to say today? Hope you're on vacation. Um, Board report roundtable.
I mean, I was at graduation as well, and it's always a nice ceremony. It really is. I don't know why, whether it's my kid or not, I get a little choked up when I see them all up there. I mean, this is a big step for them, but they did really well. Is this the first year we've had them? Did they take pictures on stage last year? I don't remember that. Yeah, yeah, that was interesting. Yeah, but it was
That
cool
was
to
more of a
watch.
stop picture.
There was like a box on the stage that they had to stop in because I kept redirecting
So
kids.
I know in the past pictures have been taken, but it was more just
Yeah.
natural, not
Yes,
like a
yeah.
very specific stop and stuff like that.
was
It's a local
cool.
guy here that does.
Well, the person who was taking those photos is Carrie Reinhardt. She's our PR specialist
Oh,
from
okay.
from
No,
BOCES.
it's the one guy
Yeah.
that used to come. take
Well, it was a
photos.
cool idea
Yeah,
either way, and
in the past, we've had somebody take pictures, but it was more like not very specific. I mean, it was just natural capture, no stopping and stuff like
My,
that.
my mom gave me my school bin from, graduated in 99, and there was like a proof there of my graduation. So we did have photos back in 99.
But no, it was a nice ceremony, and I think Jay and Jeff did a really good job in Bill's absence. They really held it together, like not emotionally, but just held the whole thing together for him. And no, it was good.
It was really good. I got to see them in the morning or in the afternoon rehearsing, and they were like Jay, they were great. So it was nice to see that. So yeah, we had a good team.
Anything else from the board? Okay.
The next regular Board of Ed meeting is August 11th, 2025 at 6 PM in the Eden Middle High School Library.
So when is that the next,
August 11th.
Monday.
It's a Monday now. Yeah.
August 11th?
A Monday.
Okay, and that'll be, what time's that gonna be? 6. 6, the same time. Great. Thanks.
Sure. That upon the recommendation of the superintendent at 6:28 PM, the Board of Education enter executive session to discuss the employment history of a particular person or persons.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thanks for coming.